The show starts in go.
Now please welcome the paranormal couple, Cody and Satori.
Yes, I know those people.
I think this is the first time that we haven't had any hiccups going live with this new software.
Yeah.
So
I think we're doing
What
okay.
is
I was just checking to make sure we were live on the right thing. Remember when we started with this new platform and it started a whole new live?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is going good so far. So
I was just making sure that wasn't the case.
I thought I jinxed it when I heard the feedback there. So.
I know, it was just glitching out when I check it.
I see everybody popping in. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. If you haven't been here before, it's definitely a wild ride. You're in for an interesting time. I guess that's a good word for it.
That's the best word for it.
So this is the show where Satori and I just like to kind of have fun.
Entertain you.
Entertain us, mainly. And if you get entertained, then that's great.
If you're entertained, help support of our museum on Patreon.
So welcome to the show. First of all, we just uploaded a new video this past Tuesday.
We did.
The James house.
And you're so proud of yourself for the edits you did.
This is probably one of my favorite videos that I got to edit because it was just so fun to edit. And
the EVPs.
Yeah.
I've never seen Cody so excited to edit a video before. Like, except for when left and right you're hearing voices.
Well, and I kept getting just excited every time I heard something. And in part 2, which airs this coming Tuesday, you actually get to see Satori's reactions to hearing the clips for the first time, which is always fun. We just got some really cool interaction and some interactions with the dead bell. If you guys have heard of it, it's a piece of equipment that is like one of those old like hotel desk bell things that's also like it senses EMF and stuff like that. We got some really cool interactions with that thing. So if you haven't checked out part 1 of the James house, definitely after this live, check it out. Maybe watch it before bed and get kind of creeped out a little bit. The place is just really, really cool.
You guys need to check out the James house because... And I'm not saying this just because that's the video we did. I know how that sounds, and not to insult anything, but when we went into this investigation, we kind of just have a certain mindset of going in just like, all right, I mean, maybe we'll communicate with a spirit with our method. Maybe we'll get some cool responses. And so we kind of went in just thinking like that. And then this place kind of blew us away.
Came alive, yeah.
We're doing a tour and we're catching activity during a tour.
Yeah.
So that location, we're already planning to go back. So
yeah. And part 2, which you guys haven't seen yet, we do an Estes session and we do our method. Which, Willie and Lynn, who are on the James House Association, like the board there, they had heard of our method before and seen it on videos, and they hadn't really seen it in person before. So you get to see their reactions to seeing that for the first time, which is always interesting to see people view that.
Do you guys like when we kind of show you guys people seeing our method for the first time? Because I know you guys see it in YouTube videos with just us and people that know us. And I know that some people are like, they know everybody they show the method to, yada, yada. Do you like when we can get someone to just see it for the first time and get their opinion? Let us know in the comments. Because if so, everywhere we go, if someone wants to see it, we'll throw them in the room with us and see what they think. I think it's interesting to get people's first time take captured and documented.
Oh yeah, I think that's always interesting, especially when it's somebody like skeptical and which Willie kind of is, which
Willie
is interesting.
is, and what I like about Willie is he respects everybody's beliefs. He sticks to his own. He is open, but he's skeptical, and he looks at everything before making his own determination on things. And he kind of told us that straight from the start, and that's just also the personality he gives off. And it was so interesting to put him in the room because I can't tell you what happened, but I can just tell you he kind of sat there silently for a bit and just watched.
He took it in.
And observed everything. And I liked that.
And the cool thing about this one is we got information. Some of it we can't show on the clip on the next episode because it's really personal information. But when stuff like that comes through, that's when you kind of see the people's faces kind of change, and it kind of sinks in a little bit that maybe there is something going on here that is above the normal.
We wish we could give you spoilers. I will say, we love showing people the method. We love getting their take. We wish we could show all of you guys the method in person because it's something you need to see in person to really believe. That's why when you hear these opinions on the internet and people bring them to us, it's like, okay, that's their opinion. They don't know us. They haven't been there in the room. Okay? Like, if we could put them in a room, maybe it would be different. We're not here to change their opinion. But it's one of those things where we're like, you just have to be there because it doesn't sound the same. It's not as some videos portray it like we're getting the information really fast. We're not. It's not perfect. We're still working with it. So it's something where we wish we could put you in the room, but we can't, unless it's like a natural thing. We don't take money from the people we help with it. We don't do gallery readings, and no hate to any medium that does. We just can't guarantee specific results. So it's one of those things where maybe we'll just randomly grab a group of people and throw them in a room.
Throw them in a room, yeah. Hey.
And just be like, here, what do you think?
Cool. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe
that
we'll do
would
that
be
in the future.
Cool. That would be cool.
But the cool thing for me was having Willie notice that all the noises were coming from around us too. Like it started off on the floor above us and then worked its way down, which to me, it seemed like they were kind of like freaked out about that a little bit. Like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got. They didn't say that, but that's kind of like the vibe I got, which was interesting.
You know what's funny? And there are parts of me that hold on to certain things I hear, and I play it over and over again in my head. And some people believe that it's not happening everywhere, even though we're saying it is. And that's okay. You can believe whatever you want. But part of me is like, I want to document as much as I can people saying that it's not just on the floor, it's on the walls and the windows and the ceiling. So I don't know if this is going to be in the second half, but at one point I remember looking at Willie as soon as the session was like over, and I'm like, Willie, where's it coming from? And I remember looking at him, I'm like, tell me where you're hearing it. I didn't give any information. I'm like, where are you hearing it? And he's like, everywhere. Like, I can't figure out exactly where it's happening.
Maybe from now on we should send Steve off with the camera to interview people afterwards or something.
Maybe. I don't want to I don't want to scare people, but there's part of me that's like, I want your take. Give me your take.
It would be good for documentation purposes, I think. Even if we don't put it in, it's still good to have, I think.
Yeah, I think
just to have people's opinions on it that have seen it in person. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I saw this question pop up real quick from the Paranormal Nut podcast asking what platform we use now. So we used to use StreamYard. Now we use something called EVMux, EVMUX. And it's working out really good. It has so many bells and whistles that allow us to be more interactive with our viewers, which we'll get into in a little while with the polls that we do and things like that. But
one thing I want to also mention is a bunch of people are saying that their usernames are their emails coming up. So and I'm not sure why.
That is a new YouTube update thing.
Is it a new YouTube update?
Yeah, it's nothing on our end. It's just a new YouTube update thing that they're doing now. And I don't know if there's any way to reverse it, because I miss, the cool
I miss seeing everybody's
nicknames
name
and stuff. I don't know who anybody is unless their at name is the same as their nickname. So it's too bad. I hope there's a way you can change that. If there is, I don't know about it yet. So if you figure it out, let us know, because I'd like to switch that back. But I think I read something that they changed that, for safety or something like that. Not really sure. Hi. So before we get into the regular show, Steve's here.
I saw Steve Mills.
Oh,
I only know one Steve Mills.
Steve Mills. Before we get into the regular show, we have to thank our museum members. So for those that don't know, this show goes until 9 o'clock Eastern time. And starting at 9:15, we do our Patreon bonus show. And all the names you see scrolling on the side here,
Like Star Wars.
like Star Wars, which Satori doesn't like for some reason,
Dun,
are all people that have helped support the museum. And you can join for as little as $3 a month to watch the museum membership show. And we have a good time. We've been lately alternating between doing object investigations and card reading. So last week we did an object investigation, which was amazing, by the way.
Great.
It was actually the doll that we featured on our live show 2 weeks ago, Margaret. Amazing interactions with that doll. So it was great. This bonus show, we're going to do the card reading. So on this show, we do a segment where we pick one or two random people and they get a card reading, a quick card pull. On the Patreon bonus show, everyone who's in there who wants a card pulled will get the chance to have that done. We'll make sure that happens. So just a quick card pull by Satori, or if you want a Cody's card thing, then I'll try to do that too. I'm no card reader, but sometimes, people enjoy when we read stuff like that.
And I never said I didn't like the Star Wars thing. It reminds me of Star Wars. So every time I see the thing scroll, it reminds me of the beginning of the Star Wars.
It does. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And we actually got a new patron, just before we started the show, Lexi. So thank you very much. We appreciate it. You can join for 1 month and cancel, or you can stay with us for a little while longer.
We'll see you soon.
Oh, we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. I saw the super chat. For some reason, the format is different. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that is a little weird. So yeah, Hoover House is going to be a great event too. So I forgot what I was going to say there for a second.
That's fine. I interrupted. I was reading. Oh, thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So all the links to Patreon and our upcoming events is down in the comments below. So one other thing I want to talk about is our event that's coming up next weekend.
Okay.
We're going to have a great time in Tennessee.
Oh my gosh. For some reason, my mind completely blanked. Yes.
We're going to Tennessee next week.
I forgot that was happening so soon. It's happening so fast. For some reason, as soon as you said next week, I was like, next week? I can't believe that's already upon us.
Yeah. So if you're in the Alabama, Tennessee area, that whole area down there, and you want to come hang out with us, visit our website, paranormalcouple.com, and click on the events page, and you get to come hang out with us if you choose to. We're going to be investigating 2 locations down there, one the 29th and one the 30th of August.
Harriman Hospital and Old South Pittsburgh Hospital.
We haven't been to Old South before.
We have not. We hear that the activity's crazy there.
Don't let her drive.
Okay. Stop it. We hear that the activity's crazy at Old South Pittsburgh. We're super excited. I think there's also a deal where you can actually book both? If you want to, and travel through Tennessee with us and go to the location. So
that's pretty cool.
I wish we could. Cody would love that.
That's pretty cool.
We had time to stop by Graceland.
Oh my gosh. I would love to go to Graceland.
Someday.
I would love to go to Graceland. All right, here's let's answer one question before we jump into the regular show here. Here's one from Jennifer. Have you ever gone to a location completely unaware of its history and haunted tales?
James House, actually. We told Lynn and Willie that we didn't want to know anything history-wise going in. Whoa, that's cool. So we kind of went in completely blind, and honestly, we're still kind of blind on a lot of the history. We're waiting to go back because some of the EVPs we captured are opening doors to a lot of questions that we should have asked with our method. So we're already planning to go back and see if we can kind of solve some mysteries there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I like going into investigations like that sometimes. If I've never really heard much about it before, then might as well go in blind and learn the history, either halfway through or after the investigation's done. Of course, some people prefer to know the history ahead of time, so you kind of have an idea of kind of who to call out. If you have names, sometimes it's easier to, communicate with a spirit like that. But for what Satori and I do with the method and stuff, sometimes it's better for us, and it's validity to the people that are there if we get some information. So yeah, we love doing that. And
we're excited for the next part to be released. We made some spirit friends, I think. I think we've opened some spirits up to wanting to be friendly with us. So it's a start. Every spirit has its own characteristics like they did in life. So some of them nice, some of them not as nice. I think we made some friends. I think we did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going back. We got some great clips. Again, go check out part 1 of the James House after this is done, and let us know what you think. Leave a comment below that video and tell us what you think of the episode. And again, part 2 is going to air this coming Tuesday, so you have that to look forward to. All right, you ready to jump into the regular show?
Yep, this one's you.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're back to the regular show.
Yeah.
All right.
Regular scheduled
programming. So every episode that we do, we like to feature an object from our museum. If you don't know, Satori and I, we have a museum of about over 500 haunted items that have been donated to us from literally around the world.
Yeah, and if you don't know, surprise.
Surprise. And one of our Patreon museum membership tiers is we actually send you a object case file in the mail every month, an actual case file, a copy of one of our object case files, and you get to read it and learn about the item. Now, for this show, we feature one of those objects that we've already sent out to our museum members. So they already know about this item, and this is going to be the first time that some of you have learned about it. So in a second, I am going to show a picture of this object, and if any of you are sensitive or mediums or have a word pop into your mind or an emotion, leave a comment in the comment sections and let us know what you're feeling, because what you're feeling may line up with what someone else is feeling, and that would be interesting. That would kind of be paranormal in itself.
Like
maybe
the first word that comes to you.
Yeah, maybe you're picking up on something. Even if you're not a medium or sensitive, just write down a word that pops into your head and maybe it'll make sense. Maybe it won't. Who knows? All right, so here's the object. There it is.
Yeah, you're really you're helping them with their mediumship here. I mean, I could already think of some words as soon as I see it.
Yeah, but how about emotions? Because sometimes the emotions, if people write down what they're feeling emotion-wise, sometimes that lines up with some of the claims that have been happening. This is a
cool item, guys. It's just the photo.
It's a cool item. So while we are... oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, Adam,
we
thank
need some
you.
apparel merch. We'd love to have some paranormal couple tees and hoodies, even hats. We love and support you guys.
Awesome. We used to do, Adam and Joey Lynn, we used to do some t-shirts and stuff, but we haven't in a while. Maybe we'll start that back up again.
I think we need to, and I think we could hook it up to our channel and maybe we could even make like t-shirts and stuff with inside jokes to the channel for people that have been with us the whole time.
I know, right? Technical difficulty shirts.
Technical difficulties with the Paranormal Couples Haunted Museum.
So we're going to read you a little of the case file, and while we do that, I'm going to actually put a poll up on the screen here, and I'll show you how that works. So while we're reading the case file, if you want to participate in this poll, feel free. So tonight's question is, do you feel something with this object? And the way you can submit your answers is, if your answer is yes, type in hashtag A in the comments. Make sure you use the hashtag before the letter. You can't just type in A. Hashtag A. No, hashtag B. And if you're not sure, hashtag C. Or if you have a smartphone, you can scan that QR code and it'll bring you up a page where you can just click your answer and it'll show up on the screen there. And as people start to vote, that graph should change if there's no technical difficulties.
So, I forgot my line.
Oh, it's changing.
Oh, there's a lot of not sure already.
All right, not sure. All right, and you can change your vote if you start to feel something different. So, but be honest. There we go. All right. So this is case number 050124, the decapitated dummy. That's the name of the case. All right.
Cody writes these case files. I need you to know that ahead of time. And a lot of the time it happens while we're in the middle of this case or situation. So it'll be really early. There will be spelling mistakes. He'll come up with weird names and weird words.
My favorite part is titling the case files because it kind of brings me back. When I was a kid, I loved the Goosebump books.
So are you telling me that a lot of our case file names are based off of like...
No, they're not based off of Goosebump books. They're just
in
creative
the style,
that way.
Creative?
Yeah, like I always try to get like the second word starts with the same letter as the third word.
See, I'm so boring, but maybe it's because that's how I write papers and stuff. Like, I would just be like, the ventriloquist doll without its head. Like, that would
That's
be...
too long.
That would
The
be me.
decapitated
This
dummy.
is why he does the case files when everything's happening.
All right. Like most case files, most objects, the client reaches out to us, usually by email. And this is the email they sent on May 1st of 2024. Hello, Cody and Satori. I run a small thrift store here in South Carolina, and something very strange has been happening with a recent donation. A few weeks ago, I arrived to open up my shop and found several boxes of donations sitting on the front step. There was no note, and no one had come in to talk to me like they usually do when dropping things off. One of the boxes contained a ventriloquist dummy. Ever since it arrived, we've been finding the dummy's head detached and in different parts of the store. That's kind of creepy. A couple of customers have said that the doll gave them chills or made them feel watched.
You say that like we didn't actually have this case. You're like, oh, that's creepy. Like, you don't remember.
Well, it's creepy walking into a store and finding a dummy's head everywhere. That's kind of weird. A couple of customers have said that the doll gave them chills or made them feel watched. One woman actually left in the middle of her shopping, visibly shaken. I don't know what's going on, but it's gotten to the point where I don't even want to look at the thing anymore. Please let me know if you can help. Sincerely, blank, because usually for the client's privacy, we always, block out their name. So interesting email for sure. And like every person that reaches out to us, we set up a phone interview with them. We try to. If it's very cut and dry, then we don't do that. But we usually always try to do that. So we're going to read a couple bullet points here and not the whole case file. And we'll go from there.
This one?
Yeah.
You want me to read it? All right.
Put a little red check mark.
Oh, thank you. How was the object obtained? Item was part of a group of donations left on the doorstep of the thrift store sometime in April. Client states this was highly unusual. Quote, most people come inside and talk with me about the things they're dropping off. This was just dropped off over the weekend. No name, no note. The boxes contained assorted items such as clothing, books, and random decor. Client states that the doll was in a box by itself. She also expressed that she thought it was a weird old toy, but a few hours after I put it on the shelf, I already regretted it. Quote, why do you think the object is the cause of the paranormal activity? Client noticed the dummy's head. I feel bad calling it a dummy. Head would often be detached in the mornings when opening the shop. Quote, at first I thought maybe it was just poorly attached, but it didn't make sense how it ended up across the store. One time it was facing the wall in my toy section. The client also states that other objects near the doll, shelves, books, trinkets, etc., have been found knocked over or rearranged with no explanation. Customers have also apparently experienced unsettling things, according to the client. Some of their experiences included, quote, that thing gives me the creeps, quote, I swear I saw its eyes shift, and quote, I don't know why, but I can't look at it for too long. One customer claimed she felt something tug her coat sleeve near the dummy, which made the client feel uncomfortable and feeling that someone may get hurt in the future. On another occasion, a customer left the shop in a hurry. Client states that she pretty much ran from the area that the doll was being kept, visibly shaken up over something. Quote, I can only assume that she saw the head fall off the dummy because when we were closing up for the day, we found it on the floor. As of recent, the part-time assistant reportedly refuses to go near the doll when she is alone in the store.
Nice. We're getting some cool comments. Everyone's saying slappy. From the
kind of, yeah. It's cool to see how the chart's kind of like half and half of not sure and no, I'm not feeling anything, and yes.
Yeah, I mean that's why I love doing these things, because it's interesting to see what people feel, and this is their honest opinion. So I love that. I love that. All right, moving on here. Unexplained anomalies with electrical devices. The client states that one of her security cameras facing the area where the doll is sitting glitched and showed static the night before the head was moved last. Motion lights in the store occasionally turn on by themselves when no one is near the display area. So the security camera thing, that could be a normal explanation, right? But with everything else going on, it could be paranormal too. So who knows? Manipulation of objects. As mentioned, the ventriloquist doll's head has been frequently found detached, sometimes several feet away from the body. The first time it was found sitting upright on a stool in the dressing room, facing the mirror. Another time it was found sitting on top of a child-sized table, positioned as if it was, quote, waiting for someone. That's weird. The client states that small items on nearby shelves have been found knocked over or relocated with no explanation. Client also expressed that, quote, it's like the head is trying to perform a show, and I'm the unwilling audience. That's a clever way of saying that.
We just put all the really good quotes in there. I'm so glad.
Unexplained sounds. You want to do this?
Okay. Client states that light tapping or clicking sounds have been heard in the store when no customers are present. She states that this is something that she had never previously noticed before the doll was dropped off. Client's part-time assistant once thought she heard faint giggling, but no source could be found. One day, a customer asked, "Where is that music coming from?" The client and her assistant looked at each other in disbelief because it was completely silent at the time. Desired result or outcome? Client no longer feels comfortable having the dummy in the store. She expressed that, quote, I run this place because I love giving things a second life and a new home, but this one needs to go somewhere else. We provided shipping instructions for the client to send the doll to the museum at her convenience. Date of entry to museum. Today, doll arrived via shipping service. Upon unpacking it, we found that the doll's head is indeed completely separated from the body. Satori and I placed the head back onto the body and then sat it in a small chair in the quarantine room. Do you want me to do these as well, or do you want to do them?
You can finish it up. Go ahead.
It is important to note that the doll was moved into general population a few days ago on Wednesday, 5/22/24, after a week in quarantine. This is an update. Today, when we entered the museum, Satori and I found the ventriloquist doll. That's so weird to say my name like that. Doll's head's on the floor about 15 feet away from the body. This was interesting to us because we were sure to securely attach the head to the body as best as we could. We have since placed the head in the doll's lap since it seems like the doll does not want the head placed back on the body again. We will continue to document any activity.
Want me to read the last one?
Yes.
So client follow-up, Saturday, June 1st, 2024. This is through the phone. This evening, Satori and I were able to reach our client over the phone. The client happily reported no further disturbances in her store. She explained that her customers and her assistant all seem, quote, much more at ease now. She ended the call by stating her final quote, I don't care what anyone says. That thing didn't just fall apart. It knew what it was doing. And that's the end of that.
I love how there are comments that are just like, oh my God, what is that thing? Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make me feel something, but it is a strange for sure.
It is strange. It is strange. Jinx. Let's go to the comments real quick. Some of the starred questions. And if you guys ask questions tonight, we have, of course, the great Erin backstage. She is putting stars
Sounds
next
like
to your
magician.
question. The great Erin. Magical Erin.
Not to be confused with Hurricane Erin.
Yes. Well, she is a hurricane sometimes. So she acts like one sometimes.
Spelled the same.
Spelt the same. She puts a little star next to your questions, so we'll get to them. We always try to answer some questions in between segments. This one just popped up because it pertains to the object itself. Sandy Andrews, one of our museum members, how does it attach? So, like most ventriloquist dolls, you know those backpacks that have like the drawstrings where you pull the drawstring and the thing gets tighter and the bag closes? Very similar. So there's a string that goes around like where the shirt collar thing would be, and you pull the strings and that's how it gets tight, and then you tie a knot. That's how they usually stay on, because the heads can be interchangeable with the bodies, so they make it so it's not permanent. So when we put it on, we tied it really tight, and it still came off.
What you just made me think of, what if there was another head that was with it at some point that they preferred?
Maybe.
Maybe they're not happy with the change. The
Yeah, there
head.
you go. Could the wrong head be on his body?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you're not really sure. All right, here's a question. Are these items in your book or a bonus?
I don't think this doll
This
is.
doll isn't in our book. We have shown a couple of the items that are in the book, but this one definitely is not in the book.
There's some pretty interesting stories in the book. So there's some we've never talked about on here, I believe. So hi, Tyler. So I hope you enjoy the book if you do read
Tyler. And speaking of the book, here's a comment from Laura. Are you going to do another book? Love the first one.
Oh, we're so happy to hear that. We are currently in the works for one. A lot of you have been asking if we are going to cover some of the darker items we have in our collection, and that's all I'll say.
Yes. So yes, it's coming. It's going to take some time, but it's definitely coming. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll definitely announce that when the time is right. So kind of finishing up the poll here, it changed a little bit. Most people are definitely in favor of feeling something with the item, and in second place, some people, don't feel anything, and of course 13 people are not sure. So that's one of the cool things about this software, is we can interact with you guys and kind of get your opinion right away, which is something that we really like. So thanks for voting, and we really appreciate it. So Satori,
What?
are you ready for our next segment?
Probably not.
This is a fun one.
Okay.
All right, get your stuff ready. Here we go.
All right. So if you have never watched us before, there's some people saying they finally caught a live stream. We're so sorry. This segment, we spend the couple weeks between shows either writing questions or finding questions to ask each other here on live, and you guys get to hear our stupid responses in real time. Maybe we'll fight. I don't know. Enjoy it either way. And you guys can answer the questions yourself in the chat as well. So who's going first?
Ladies first.
I don't know if I've already asked you some of these before. I try to get rid of the ones that I've already asked. So if I'm re-asking, I'm sorry. All right. You're offered a job in, let me see. I write these late at night, so let me see if I worded it correctly. You're offered a job investigating a home where every past investigator that's been inside of it has quit or run away. All right? What's your first plan going in? Like, are you going to take it, and what's the first thing you're going to do?
Do I know why everyone's run out? Are they just scared?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They've had scary experiences. This is kind of a basic question, and then it ups to more weird questions.
Okay. So what am I preparing for?
What's your first move? Like, you hear that all these people have run away screaming, have quit the investigation, they're terrified. What's your first thing?
Well, my first thing is I'm going to grab you and go in, and we're going to ask what's wrong.
Maybe that's why some people don't like us, because we could just walk in. And honestly, think about it. Could we just walk in and be like, there's no demon here. This is Frank. It's just Frank. Frank's mad.
People are scared for
no reason. And that's it. And then just be like, we're done. That's it. It's Frank. I feel like that would make some people that, promote the scary side of things very upset.
Thanks.
Oops.
Appreciate it. Satori got me this shirt.
I did.
Yep.
But
I love it.
I guess that's a good way
if
to
it's
go
something
about
that's like really demonic, like in real life,
we have seen some pretty scary stuff.
Like if it is something like that, then I'm gonna go in, make
Poor
sure
Frank.
I'm really protected, and poor Frank. But if it is something bad, I'm gonna make sure I'm protected. I got my protection, my cross, and my stuff, my crystals you gave me, and I'm going to stand my ground and try not to run away.
Because we've gone to, actually, think of the James house. I can't give away too much information, but there are some spirits that have interesting claims to them that are more intimidating. And we've talked to them, and they've actually been kind of nice. They're just a little weird.
Frank. We got to mention him at the beginning.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
I just said a random name. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is Frank.
Yeah, I mean that's a little spoiler because we didn't give the name in the first part, but
You shouldn't have said
we
that
end up
because
getting.
I
I had to because you said Frank.
It was a coincidence.
Yeah, Frank. So people who watch the live, you get a little
Oops.
tidbit.
Yeah, everybody needs to leave Frank alone.
Leave
Let
Frank
be
alone.
Frank.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Jeez. Frank honestly was a pretty good guy. You'll get to know Frank.
And this question we just got from chat kind of pertains to this. Have you ever quit an investigation?
No.
I'm going to say yes, but not for paranormal reasons, for living people reasons.
That's true. I thought we were just talking paranormal.
Yeah, not for paranormal, but living people, yeah, because we've been accidentally put in some dangerous situations sometimes, in some sketchy situations that we had to leave. So
yeah.
So that's the only time we'd really quit.
It's not all we're going into this cool haunted asylum and filming it. There are some private cases that can get pretty scary, like people-wise, living-wise.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you have to be careful. All right, here's one for you.
Okay.
Do you think all spirits can see and interact with each other? And if so, why?
Oh.
Like from different time periods and
So,
stuff like that?
I'm going to, I don't know about all of them, but I'm going to say I know that they can, or at least some of them can. And the reason I know this is because, for example, Abigail Arnold, whom I love, I hope she's doing well. She would interact with other spirits from other time periods in that house. I know she has. And it didn't seem odd to her. So I don't know how time overlaps. Also, there was a mill we did, and there was a spirit named Harold. Loved Harold. And he saw not only what seemed to be residual, but a completely different person. He's never seen that spirit before.
Yeah, we this location, the individuals that work in this office building would see, a residual spirit, a woman just walking from point A to point B over and over and over again. And we had communication through our method with a spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we asked, do you see this woman that's walking from, point A to point B over here? And he goes, yeah, she doesn't pay attention to anybody. She just does her own thing. So he is acknowledging a residual spirit, which is interesting.
So I guess a spirit can be haunted by a ghost or another spirit. Just like how we are.
It's weird to think about.
Yeah. Also, do you remember that one location? I don't know if I can say where. It's kind of a restaurant and event venue.
Yes.
Where there was that 1800 spirit. Yeah. Real.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Meanie. But then there was that lady that we also
lady.
Yeah, there was, I can't remember her name, but there was the spirit that came through, and she was from like the 70s or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were from two different time periods, and she shut him right down. Yeah. I remember that, too.
Yeah, she kind of stuck up for us. It was really cool, yeah.
So they can. I know they can. I don't know if all of them can.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the chat and ask. Someone has one for us that pertains to this segment. Cody and Satori, if you were a cat, what color and what breed would you be?
I think I would be one of them calico cats.
A calico cat?
The black and the orange and the, that speckly.
I'd be a hairless cat. Like one of them sphinx.
You'd be, I could see you they're sassy though. Some of them. I love them though. I want one.
I would love, I would.
Can we get a hairless cat when we open the museum? And dress it up in sweaters.
That's what Dustin has, a hairless cat, and he dresses his up all the time.
Can you? Raisin. We need, or we should go to like a shelter and adopt some cute pet and make it like our paranormal mascot.
Yeah, it'll be a museum cat.
Yeah, everybody that comes to the museum will have to see this pet.
Yeah,
and interact with it.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
All right, here's one from Tracy. Cody Satori. I'm trying to get it here. Cody Satori, this is for each of you to answer. The first investigation you went on with your dad, Jason, where was it and what did you think about it? Did you get scared? If so, what scared you?
Well, I guess the first one that I ever went on with my dad would be a place that we owned. So the Spalding Inn in New Hampshire. We did own that hotel for a while, and that's where some of my first paranormal experiences ever happened. I saw, oh my gosh, I could tell you guys stories for a whole episode of this live show where like my mom would go to put towels in a room or something and the door would lock on her and she'd have to like knock and tell them to unlock the door. Or if like something went missing, you'd have to ask for it and it would appear. Voices. There was one time me and my siblings, we were so young, and my cousins, we were messing around and we were young, so we thought, oh, let's say something to really get the spirits wanting to talk to us, because you're stupid when you're a kid. And it was during the daytime, and I had a little like recorder, and we were in the hallway, and I forget what we said. We're like, we're not scared of you. And as soon as you said that, you hear a voice that just like, rah, it sounded like an old man growling. And we ran. So we were scared of them. So that location had a lot of activity. My dad would take us sometimes out like in the middle of the night to let us investigate. And I saw some amazing things. So that's probably the first place.
First place that I ever investigated with your dad, you actually, it was the first time that I guess I met you too, was the Westerly Library.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? I don't think about that very often, but I did go along with my parents to that.
I mean, I was a part of TAPS for at least a few years before that, and I hadn't met your dad yet, but we had talked on group calls and stuff. And then we were in the area doing an investigation, and he showed up. Everyone showed up. The whole family showed up. And
isn't it weird how our paths have probably crossed multiple times?
Yeah, and I didn't talk to you at all that night. No, you were shy.
Yeah. Now you can't get rid of me. You're probably sick of me by now. What happened?
All right, let's answer one or two more here. Here is one from George. Question: the two of you have a chance to spend 1 year in one country to do investigations. Where would it be? I would go like Ireland.
Yeah, maybe Ireland,
Scotland, yeah.
Maybe England.
Greece seems really cool too, but
that would be cool. I worry
Rome,
with our method with language barriers, though.
We have to bring an interpreter.
We would have to bring someone that can somehow, I don't know if the alphabet works the same in different languages to spell things, but if we could, maybe they could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and one more here. Question: can you guys see spirits? If so, do they look to you? I tend to see them as black and white, for example. How do they look to you?
We don't really see spirits, I guess, any more than any other paranormal investigator has experiences like that.
Yeah.
I will say when I have seen some strange things, they either look like shadows. Sometimes I get weird images in my head, and that sounds really weird and random, but sometimes I just tell Cody random things I see in my head. And then sometimes I see what looks like the waves, like on the top of a hot grill or like the hot road. You see, those like little clear waves. Sometimes I see that as well too.
Yeah. I haven't seen much. I've only seen an apparition 2 or 3 times.
But they looked real.
But they looked as solid as you or I. Full color, full solid. And then when I played it back, rethought the memory, little things were off about it that I didn't notice at that time. But good question, though. And last question for right now, and then we'll move on to the next segment. What's your favorite haunted location in New York?
I do like Rolling Hills.
Rolling Hills Asylum, Hinsdale House, Orange Correctional Facility. We filmed an episode of Ghost Hunters or Ghost Nation there.
That was
really
Ghost
cool
Nation.
Spot. Shanley, the Shanley House. Shanley
Hotel.
Shanley Hotel. Awesome location there. We have a couple videos out from the Shanley and a couple videos out.
We want to get back there soon.
From Rolling Hills. Yeah. Both really cool places. So good question. All right. So we are going to move on to our next segment, which is another fun one. We'll get into the intro and then explain how it works.
All right. We only asked each other like one question each that last segment. We just blabbed.
Yeah, I know, right? All right.
We're doing Cody's cards too.
You already see Tom's name scrolling. So if you want a chance to have a card pulled, a quick card reading, type in #me in the comment section. You have to do the hashtag me, and then you should see your name start to appear on the screen here, and then we'll randomly pick somebody and give them a card reading. Right
and
now,
while we're waiting for everybody to come in, I'll read an advice card for everybody real quick.
All right, let's do it.
So the card for everybody, hopefully it makes sense for you. Inspiration. A new idea comes to you like a gentle whisper inside your heart. Listen to these ideas and take action. This is inspiration from the other side.
Nice.
So hold on to that.
Nice. All right, we have some people coming in here. So again, hashtag me. We'll try to do 2 of them. So we're going to start the first one right now. Again, this is completely random. The computer is picking
we don't
the
touch
answer
them.
to this. And if you don't get picked during this live show, again, in our bonus show on Patreon, you can join for as little as $3 a month. Everybody who wants a card pulled will get one in the bonus show for sure. All right, we're going to start this thing up.
All right. Let me pull a card here. So this is a
1961.
So this is a animal card that I'm going to pull, and then Cody's going to pull an advice card. All right. So the cardinal adventure. You need to live up to your fullest potential, explore new directions, and take risks in order to grow as an individual. Change may be uncomfortable, but it is necessary, and it is coming.
Oh.
So some big change is happening. You're going to have to take some actions pretty soon, make some big decisions, and don't be afraid to jump outside your comfort zone. That's your advice for what's ahead.
And I'll pick a random one. Again, I am no card reader. I'm just Cody, and I'm going to read the card.
Just Cody's pretty cool, too.
I'll kind of give you my interpretation of what's going on. All right. So the card I got for you is mindfulness. Be mindful of another's feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. So what this card tells me is that you only live life once here in this realm. So you could be here today and gone tomorrow. Unfortunately, we have had friends that left unexpectedly. And it always makes you think, oh, I should have said this and I should have done that. I should have called to say hi. And this kind of goes for everybody. Give somebody a call you haven't talked to in a while and see how they're doing. And just saying hi, because that might mean a lot more to them than it does to you. You never know what they're going through either.
I wonder if in relation to the cardinal, if it also has to do with maybe you're going to come into contact with someone and affect them in some sort of way with decisions you are making.
Yeah.
And to be prepared for that.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. All right. I'm going to start it up and we'll pick one more here. Here we go. We're going to start her up here.
All right.
Charles.
We're getting a lot of birds tonight. You got the crow transition. Which part of your life is or maybe going through a transition? Maybe you are changing in relationships. This could be friends, family, all sorts of things like that. Careers, locations, whatever it is, the crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. So you're going to be taking some actions too. There's going to be maybe some bumps in the road ahead, but there's going to be a big turn that's pushing you on the right path.
Nice. And the card I got for Charles, middle path. Embrace both sides. The middle path is the road to a balanced and more peaceful life. So stay down the middle. That's what this card is telling me. Stay down the middle, and a door might open up. And if it opens up, take a risk and go through it. Don't stay on one side or the other, and just kind of look at things from an unbiased perspective.
Be willing to adapt. I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. So again, if you joined, I see a bunch of names that joined in here. If you didn't get a reading, again, of course you don't have to, but that website scrolling across the bottom, patreon.com/hauntedmuseum. There's also a clickable link in the description below this video.
I'm going to be giving everybody a card pull on the bonus show tonight.
And that starts at 9:15. 9:15. You can join for 1 month and then cancel, or you can stick around and see it. But if you join for 1 month, you get access to all of the previous videos that we've done in the past too, that you can catch up on. So, all right. Moving on. Let's check the comments real quick. Let's go over here. All righty. So, let's see here. Here's a cool question from Ann and Tom. Do you think spirits are more inclined to interact with non-believers versus believers?
I think that if you are closed off to experiencing things like that, then they're going to realize that and not be as willing to communicate with you. I think if you're going to play everything off as not paranormal or force an explanation that doesn't make sense, I think the spirits are going to be like, well, then what's the point? If I was a spirit, that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, good question. Here's a question for you. Have you ever investigated someone somewhere personal to you? That's interesting.
Places that we have owned and grown up in, yes. The Conjuring House is very personal to us, and we've investigated that many times.
Yeah, I would love to go back to the house I grew up in.
That would be interesting.
That'd be cool to investigate now. You know what I mean? That's the house I talked about in the book. I would love to go back and visit that. So before we move on to our last segment, can't do the show without mentioning this. So if those of you that didn't know, Satori and her mom, they actually have a jewelry business that they started.
We do. It's called handmadebyhawes.com. It's a website. We hand make wire wrap necklaces, rings, earrings, things like that. Each piece is unique. My mom does the wire wrapping. I have to admit, she's the mastermind. I choose the stones and their properties and things like that. We are limited on products, but our next drop is September 4th at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time. But we do have some really interesting products up right now. We do have a mystery box. So if you're looking for more products, I just wanted to show people this one right here. This is, for example, like $100 mystery box. So it's loaded with stuff, okay? Each box comes with a mystery handmade necklace by my mom. Oh, it's green, so the screen might react to it. Beautiful. There's things like, depending on your tier, there could be pendulums, crystals, palm stones, worry stones, like this cute little quartz heart, bracelets. We do all sorts of bracelets, and we choose each one specifically for you. I will say I have a box available right now on the $100 tier. If you do, I'll actually send you this one that I just made for the show right here. It's packed full of stuff, and even throw in a couple extras. But that's what we have right now, and stay tuned for September 4th. We have mystery boxes from the $30 tier all the way up to the $100 tier.
So again, the website for Satori and her mom's jewelry website is scrolling across the bottom there, www.handmadebyhawes.com. There's also a clickable link in the video description. So you want to check that out? Definitely do it. There's Alan, another Patreon member. Handmade by Hawes stuff is great.
Thank you. Yeah, this one comes with a green aventurine necklace. We have quartz point, selenite, a quartz pendulum, third eye chakra palm stone. We have an Amazonite bracelet right here. So we have a lot of really beautiful products in this box, but we have quite a few boxes that are looking for homes. Mystery boxes, yes. So it's definitely more products than just a piece of jewelry.
Yeah, you get more value for your dollar.
I think you get the value either way, but I think if you want more quantity with your stuff, you know, and you really want to see where the universe kind of like sends you and what products you're meant to get, I think this is the way to do it for sure.
Yeah, so definitely check it out.
Thank you.
Check it out. All right, we're going to head into our last segment of the night. This is a fun one because we have props.
Oh,
my
gosh.
favorite part.
Oh, gosh. All right. You tell this one.
All right. So if you haven't been here before, Satori has gotten a bunch of questions from multiple different places. Some of them have been sent in through different social media accounts. Some have been sent in by museum members in the past. Some she just found online. A whole bunch of them. And the questions are phrased. So the answer has to be her or me. And she has a paddle that says me or him. And we have to guess. Like kind of like would you rather, or not would you rather, who do you think would do whatever the question is? You'll figure it out once we begin.
All right, so I have a couple here. If you guys have any or you want to answer your thoughts in the chat, do so. All right, So the first one is, who's least likely to get paranormal activity during an investigation?
Least likely?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
1,
2, 3.
Yeah, I'm least likely.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I feel like I'm very nice and approachable. I don't know why.
It might just be random.
Maybe it's because you took a little trip to the other side and came back in nicer terms.
I will say what we notice we do, especially here in New England, we do a lot of like historical buildings that are really old. And back then, women, of course, did not have the same rights as they do now, and they weren't treated the way that they are now. So a lot of the male spirits that we talk to prefer to talk to a male rather than a female.
I've had it out with a couple
So I
of
think
them.
that's probably the main reason why, because of the locations that we visit.
I feel like there's reputations on the other side too. Like your name gets passed around a little bit over there, and they talk about you. They probably talk about me like that crazy girl that's does the hand holding thing like that. I feel like I have a reputation over there, and I also don't like when people are mean, whether they're living or not. So maybe that also doesn't help with my reputation as well. Who is the quietest on an investigation?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
No doubt about it. He doesn't talk much.
Because I like to observe everything that's going on.
You're just very quiet in general, though.
And you like to talk in general.
Your voice shook as you said that. You were like, what am I doing? Stop, I already said it. That was great. I'll laugh at that. It's okay.
All right.
Who's loudest on an investigation?
Oh, no.
Who's least likely to respect the do not enter sign?
1, 2, 3.
You are least likely to respect
No, least
it.
likely?
Yes.
Oh.
No, turn that back around. That is absolutely the other. You were correct the first time around.
No.
I don't break any of the rules.
I am. But it's you.
That is not true. Even Aaron is laughing. Even Aaron is laughing. That is not true. I follow the rules. Cody would be the least likely to follow the rules, okay? Who is most likely to bring snacks on an investigation?
1, 2, 3.
I think it's both of us. Who's most likely to bring snacks?
Most likely? Oh. I guess both.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
You always say
more.
that I disappear
We might go
to
over a minute
eat,
or two,
though.
which is fine. What?
You always say I disappear to eat snacks on an investigation.
So, investigations and snacks go hand in hand.
Who's most likely to scream and get scared when activity happens on an investigation?
Oh, that's easy. 1, 2, 3.
That is not true.
What are you talking about?
That is not true. Don't even start with me right now.
What are you talking about?
Don't even start with me right now.
You see a bug and you scream.
That is okay. That's a bug.
Yeah.
The difference is when a motion light comes on.
You weren't specific about spirits or anything like that.
Okay, let's say a spirit does something.
A spirit does something.
That is not true.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Don't
true.
even start with me. That is not true.
I'm
That
right.
is not. No, you
right
are
in this
not.
situation.
You're grinning
Next.
because you know you're not
Go
right.
to the next question.
It must stink to be so
One more.
wrong.
One more question.
I don't
here.
have any more.
All right, well, that's it. I win.
Does anybody have any? That is not true. You didn't win anything. You infuriate me.
No,
You
I don't see any
infuriate me.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
I love you, but you infuriate
That's right.
me.
I love you too.
What are the comments saying?
What are they saying?
Yes. This is where it gets
good.
good. You have any good questions you want to ask? Yeah.
Unbelievable. All right, let's answer a couple questions that have been here for a minute because we have to move on to the bonus show in a second.
Oh,
here.
we
We're
do.
a couple minutes over here.
Okay. We'll answer like one or two more questions. Sorry, guys. They're coming in really fast.
All right. So here's one from Quiet Trouble. So when you first started doing this, were you scared or did it make you feel special in a way for helping people who are needing help with the unexplained?
Investigating or the method? I think
the method. I think, yeah.
I guess there are parts of it that make us
Or both,
feel special for helping people. But I think when we started doing this, there were definitely some rules, I think, in place and some limitations on what we could do with it. And, even just personally. So that's the only satisfaction we'll ever get out of it, is helping people.
Yeah.
I think it scared us at first.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we, at least with the method, we were trying to figure out how it was all happening, which was interesting.
I will say the spirits have been kinder than the living in certain cases with this. We've made so many friends with spirits this way, and we honestly feel more comfortable sometimes talking to spirits than living people.
Yeah.
So I think we've gotten a lot, less scared of it, more scared of what the living people will do about it.
Yeah. Here's one from Jade, I believe. Where will you have your museum?
Hopefully in Rhode Island or Connecticut in the next year.
Definitely in New England, though.
Definitely in New England.
Somewhere in New England. All right, let's answer. Here's one. Show it. Cody, is Satori easily scared? That would be 100% yes, like I just answered.
That is not true.
The last segment.
You get scared when a motion light comes on.
It's just a quick jump scare, like, oh, and then
that
I'm
is
fine.
Not what you do. You
I
go,
don't run
oh!
away or anything like that.
You duck.
If there's a bug, you're out.
But I'm the one that caught a bat with a stranger while you were hiding.
You volunteered. You volunteered first, so...
I'm just saying it's debatable. It's debatable.
Here's one from Adam. Do you believe in actual animal spirits? Like, could there be a herd of ghost elephants somewhere? I swear this is a real question.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just
100%.
think that we don't, get much with them because they don't speak like we do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we do know there's animals on the other side. We talk to spirits about it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I 100%. I would love to go to the middle of where elephants live, and I don't know where the heck around Africa, right?
Yeah, Africa in some areas.
And see if there's a herd of elephants, spirit elephants. I would investigate that. All right.
Wonder if you could get EVPs of different animal sounds like that. We've captured EVPs that sound like animals before.
We have. Here's a good one from Anisi. Have you all decided what you're going to be for Halloween?
No, if you have any ideas right now, let us know. But we're playing with a couple ideas. We haven't decided yet.
We actually have a Halloween night event that is, I think, either sold out or almost sold out at the Sterling Hill Mining Museum, one of the most haunted places we've ever
in New Jersey. So check out New Jersey Paranormal. They will guide you where you need to go, but I think there might be some available.
You just have to go to our website and click the events page, and it'll lead you right to where you need to go.
Oh, yeah. Paranormalcouple.com events tab.
That's the easiest way to get there. All right, let's see if we can. We'll go to 9:05 here.
Okay.
Here's one from Angela. How's the wedding planning going?
Good. We have a location as of right now. We have, planning like that, theme planned out, all that. Who knows what'll happen in the next year? It's October of next year. Things might change, but right now we feel pretty sturdy with our planning.
And I'll end with this. Oh, let's do two more. Here's one. Is Margaret in the book? No, she's not.
No, she's not, but we will try to include her in another one.
Yep. And final question, which I think is interesting. Have you ever tried to get the spirits to make the REM pod buzz while using the alphabet knocking thing instead of trying to listen for the knocks? Can y'all try it? Hold hands and ask them to do it.
That's a good question.
It's a good question. We have done it with other pieces of equipment. We recently did a private investigation with RISEUP, where we had the trip wire circled around us. The thing that picks up the energy, it has like little sensors all along the wire. It was a 30-foot wire that they wrapped around us. And right before like knocks started happening, we would hold hands. That thing would start lighting up and going crazy. Mm-hmm. We've also had like the static meters start going off.
K2s and things like that.
REM pods, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure that we've
I don't know if we've tried it, but we will try that. We will have to try it. So thanks for the great questions. Again, please join us over on Patreon. We're going to start the bonus show in just about 10 minutes now. We're going to have a good time.
Again, we're doing card readings tonight. Oh my God, your cup is gone. You have an invisible cup. hold it in front of your head. Oh my gosh, that is funny. That's weird.
That's so funny.
That's weird. All right. So we'll see you on the bonus show. And if not, thank you so much for watching tonight. Be sure to check out part 1 of the James House investigation. That video is on YouTube right now. You can go watch it right after this. And stay tuned for part 2 of the James House coming out this Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We'll be in chat, the live chat. You can come and say hi over there.
And
we're also going
out-
to be going live tomorrow night, too.
We will be going live tomorrow night with Rochelle Stratton and possibly Brian Murray to promote an event coming up in Tennessee next week that still have some tickets available. So go to paranormalcouple.com and see if you can come to Tennessee with us.
All right.
For the
We'll talk
weekend.
to you soon. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.